So, if you want to know how to wire in a wet switch, this is how it goes. So essentially, you need a piece of 2-wire. So you have, obviously, 2 wires, thermostat wire. If you're wiring it into a condensate pump with a safety switch, it has 2 wires hanging out the pump, and this will be the wires to your switch. The switch is normally closed, and it opens up the circuit if the pump gets full. There's a float switch device inside the pump that can tell when the water is not draining properly. So let's say the pump stops working, the outlet is plugged into stops working, whatever the case may be. The pump obviously is not working, and so then the switch will open the circuit, and depending on which wire you break at the control board, it will shut the unit off. I'm going to wire this condensate pump. Well, I already have it wired in, but I'm breaking R, so it'll just cut all the power if something happens to the pump, or if there's a reason it's not draining, so that it doesn't flood out, so that we are not liable for what happens if this pump stops working. We can say we wired in the safety switch, because that's what you pay for, condensate pump with the switch. And yeah, so you want to take your 2-wire, obviously strip it, very simple. Since I'm breaking R, the power from the thermostat is going to go through the pump first. Go through the switch first and make sure that the switch is closed, and then order of operation will continue. But before order of operations, the power will go through this pump to make sure that we're good. 90% heater, so this pump will be working during heating season and during AC season. So I got my safety switch wired in. This is the 2 wires from the pump and my 2-wire, the piece of 2-wire that I told you needed. So you need your 5 or 4 wire from your thermostat. Once you get your 4 or 5 wire from your thermostat, you want to find the red, or it could be any color, but your incoming power, in my case, is red. Once you found your incoming power, that is where you would connect 1 wire from your 2-wire. So as you can see, my red power coming in is wire nutted with one of my wires from the 2-wire. The other wire is connected to R, which is blue. So if you try to visualize it, this is my power coming in. We're wire nutted here at this white wire. So before we even get to that terminal, my incoming power makes a stop here, through this white wire, goes all the way out, through my white wire, through the switch, out through my red wire, and comes all the way back to my power, which is R. So if you try to visualize it, sometimes it's a little easier. Power coming in, takes a shortcut at this wire nut, travels down or through this white wire all the way out to the pump. Safety switch goes through the switch, comes out through this wire, which is red, continues the circuit, and as you can see, this red wire comes out to power. So that's, hopefully that was an easy explanation, but that is how you wire a condensate pump with a safety switch.